This is a video about ancient Greek hero Ulysses, also known as Odyssey, and how he used a pretty clever technique to keep committed and stay resilient in the face of challenges. We'll explore how you can use the same technique to ensure consistency even when you have lost the initial motivation. Though the story is long, in the part I wanted to highlight, Ulysses has to go past an island known as island of sirens. And he was warned that the creature on these islands, known as sirens, attract passing by sailors by singing some very melodious songs. These songs were so mesmerizing that any human being who listens to those songs would start going towards the sound of those sounds. And when they get to that island following that sound, these creatures would then kill them. To make sure that his men do not listen to those songs and do not fall prey to sirens, Ulysses asked them to put beeswax in their ears. But he did not put beeswax in his own ears because he wanted to listen to those magical sounds. Instead, what he did was pretty clever. He asked his men to tie his hands on a mast and instructed them that no matter how much he asked them, do not cut him loose. When he was firmly tied to the mast and his men had beeswax in their ears, then they started rowing alongside that island. Then Ulysses started hearing those magical sounds of sirens. And he really wanted to jump the ship, go into the ocean towards the island of sirens, but he couldn't do it because his hands were tied. And he really begged his men to cut himself free. He tried his best, but none of this worked exactly as he has initially planned. And because of this wise initial preparation, he was able to successfully go past that island of sirens without getting any harm done. This technique of proverbial tying your hand so that you do not deviate from the initial plans, even if you want to, is known as Ulessyes Pact. Let me give you some personal examples of how I have used this technique successfully in my own life. A couple of years back, I wanted to lose some weight. So I went on a website called dietbed.com. On the website, you have to commit to a goal of how much weight you want to reduce and by when. And then you prepay them a certain amount. Now, if you lose the weight you have initially committed for, then you not only get the money you have initially prepaid to them back, but you also get some bonus money. But if you do not lose that weight, then all the money you have prepaid, it's gone. And it really worked for me because I was able to reduce my weight in the given time frame because I knew if I did not, then all the money I've paid to them will be lost. Another example, when I was preparing for my interview for Meta, I had a full-time job, I had a family, I was enrolled in a part-time PhD program. So it was very hard for me to consistently spare time for this interview preparation. So learning from my experience of weight loss, I signed up on a website beeminder.com, and there I committed a goal of studying for 10 Pomodoros, which is 25 minutes each, every week. Then I synced my Pomodoro app with Beeminder so that it can automatically transfer the data every week. And I gave my credit card authorization so that if I do not meet that committed goal of studying, then they'll charge me the pre-authorized amount. And to be honest, for the 4 months I used this technique, there were barely 1 to 2 weeks when I did not commit to that goal of studying for 10 Pomodoros that week. So if you are starting a journey, be it a weight loss, learning data science, or whatever, you know it's going to be a long journey and your initial motivation will quickly wear off. So you have to set up some kind of commitment device in the beginning when the motivation is high so that you stay committed to your course even when the motivation drops down later. I've briefly mentioned how I've used Pomodoro app and synced it with Beeminder to help me study. I've created a separate video for that in case you're interested. It should be somewhere here. I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching.